Hey guys, welcome to the 10th episode of the yapping. Okay, so let's acknowledge the elephant in the room. I know I'm green right now, okay? I understand I'm green. I have pink hair. I look crazy. But I just recorded a makeup video of me doing this look. It'll be up on the channel soon. I don't know if it'll be up around the same time I post this episode, but stay tuned for it. And I just wanted to record this episode right after because I've been very much procrastinating on putting out episodes. I have been busy, but that's not an excuse for consistency. But like I said in another episode, I'm not going to make any promises to post every week, but I'm going to try to post every week. But if I don't, then don't blame me, okay? At least y'all are getting videos. Um, but yeah, before we start the video, I want to talk about my life and like give some updates. I'm going to DreamCon in July. I'm really excited about that. I'm going with my friend. I'm gonna be actually, that's the only one I'm gonna tell y'all. I'm gonna cut that out because I don't want y'all to know what I'm gonna be actually. I'm gonna vlog DreamCon though, so I'm really excited about that. Um I've been watching Euphoria. Let me know if you guys like Euphoria in the comments. But on Sunday I'm gonna be having a watch party with my friends for the finale, and I'm really excited about that. I've been really hanging out with my friends a lot. And even before I started recording this episode, I called all of my friends and I recorded their reactions. So I'm gonna post a TikTok and like compile all of their reactions. I called my friends and family, but yeah, and I'll post their reactions. Some of them kind of made me feel bad, but I'm being me, you know. And if they think I'm weird, fuck it. It is what it is. Let's get serious because I wanted to talk about how I've been kind of removing people from my life, people that aren't really serving me in a productive manner or like an emotionally stable manner, or people who I feel like I've had to initiate a lot of our interactions with. I feel like I'm cutting them from my life, and not in like a, oh, I never want to talk to you or see you ever again kind of way. I'm just not prioritizing them as much. There was this one specific friend that I've been friends with her for like a majority of my life, and we had just hung out and had like some food together, and I realized that when she was talking to me about stuff, she started telling me about all the people that she hangs out with and how they talk about me. And at the moment, like at that time that she was telling me that, I didn't really think about this, but like later when I went home and I talked to my other friends about it, they pointed out that like she allowed them to talk about me. She continues to hang out with them, people that feel a certain way about me. And she told me that like whenever they say stuff that it goes in one ear and out the other, but like what were you saying for that to even come up? Like why were y'all even talking about me? Like why was I even being discussed? So that kind of made me want to distance myself. Initially, I was already distancing myself from her for other reasons because I felt like she was making certain decisions that I didn't necessarily align with. And then she became heavily religious. And I don't align with like super religious people, especially if you're black and you're trying to be Christian. I feel like that's kind of, I'm side eyeing you, kind of like, why are you? But that's neither here nor there. You can be whatever religion you want to be. But I feel like if you're a black person and you're taking on our oppressor's religion, that's just a bit interesting, in my opinion. But yeah, and then all of her friends are like that. And then this one specific friend, she was saying about how I like crystals and how I like to collect crystals and stuff like that. And she was like, "Oh, like how does she claim to be spiritual when she's into crystals?" What the fuck does that even mean? Like let's be for real. What does that even fucking mean? Do you hear yourself? A crystal's a fucking rock. You wear rocks as jewelry. Let's be real. But whatever. I honestly think that girl was just butthurt that I removed her from my spam, but I don't really know you like that. or she's butthurt because I was flirting with a guy that she likes. But whatever. It's fine. Um I love when people remove themselves from my life without me having to do any work, which I really appreciate. I really love that. Um and yeah, I was sharing my location and she was on my spam, but I removed her from my spam, unshared my location, and I didn't really feel anything about it. Like it wasn't any profound feeling after the fact. I just did it and we're cool. It's cool. I still love her. No hate, but I just had to go my own way. Four. Can we? I also want to shout out my friend Anna for getting a new apartment. I'm so proud of her. This is her first apartment, her first time living by herself, so I'm really proud of her. And I just love that. I love the friends that I've made, and I'm happy they're in. I've also, I think I found someone who I can be intimate with without breaking my abstinence. So I'm really happy about that. Um, and all in all, I just feel like I'm leaning more into being my authentic self. As you can see, this is the real me. Get used to it. Um, I also today I watched a Florence Given episode, and she talked about not giving a fuck about being annoying, and that is one of my biggest insecurities. Like I have this weird huge insecurity of annoying people and being a bother and being an inconvenience to others. But in the video, I don't know what it's just I was watching another video while I did this makeup too, and she talked about how she feels like she has to see other people doing and being themselves for her to feel like it's okay to be herself. And that's me. Like I have to have someone tell me that it's okay for me to believe it's okay. And that's why I'm really grateful for Florence Given, because like this whole year, I've talked about her in I think my second episode too. Like she has been such a big influence for me, and I'm so grateful that she exists and that she posts episodes on YouTube that I can watch and grow from. And I don't know, I was just really happy that she posted that, and it made me really feel seen, and it made me feel like I'm not like okay, it's okay to be annoying. She said like some people are just not going to understand you and some people are just not for you, and that's real. Like I need to understand that, and I need to not allow that to make me smaller, not allow that to make me shrink myself, because I'm a big personality. I'm very polarizing and I'm very intense, and it is what it is. Like that's just who I am, and if you don't like it, then leave. Like you don't have to be around me. So yeah, I really that was a really good video, and I'm really happy I saw that. I've also like working at the law firm, I've reached my 60 days and I'm finally getting medical insurance, by the way. Fuck. It's been hard not being able to go to therapy. I've been journaling a lot and like really looking inside of myself because whew, it's been a hard 60 days, and I'm really excited to talk to my therapist again next week. But yeah, I have been like messing up sometimes, and I'm trying to remind myself that I'm new and I'm going to mess up because I don't know everything, and I'm training and they're teaching me, and it's okay to mess up. It's okay to mess up. Just keep going, keep trying, do your best. And that's all you have to do. Also guys, this weekend I'm getting sued by a credit card company. I was very, very irresponsible when I was younger, and I just ran up this credit card and I just ignored it. And now it's coming back to bite me in the ass. But luckily, I have a savings account and I'm able to pay it off. They gave me a settlement offer and they were very nice about it, and they were chill. And yeah, I feel like the universe has a funny way of teaching me things, but also teaching me them when they know that I'm ready for the lesson and they know that I can handle it. I also feel like whenever there's a storm for me, there's always a rainbow afterwards. So I've been really trying to keep my frequency up there and like continue to be grateful because I am grateful. Like I feel like this is a lesson for me and it's making me more responsible in the long run. And yeah, like it is what it is. I just have to be an adult and handle shit. But yeah, it was so funny. Like this dude really came to my door with a clipboard and papers. Like that's crazy. Like that actually happens, you guys. But at least I handled it. I didn't ignore it. If you get served, don't ignore it because then that's bad. Like you could get really bad legal action and they could like take your property. Like if I ignored that, I could have came outside one day and my car could have been gone. So I'm glad I handled that. I am going to have to be frugal, a little bit frugal until like I get my savings account back up to where it was. But that's okay. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not tripping. It was my fault and I just have to it's my job and my job alone to work on myself and like make sure I don't have debt and make sure my frequency is on par. Just like it's your job to make sure your frequency is where it's supposed to be at. And that it in frequency is included with money. Like money is a frequency. But yeah, speaking of frequencies, I really want to finish being supernatural. I've been thinking about that because I feel like I'm becoming more aligned with my higher self. And I feel like this is the most aligned I've ever been. And I feel like I should take advantage of that and learn a little bit more about that and like how I could hone in on that. And I haven't finished being supernatural, but I really want to. And it's been at the back of my mind. So yeah, I'm gonna start reading that again. Um yeah, and I'm just very thankful. But let's get into the episode. Today we're gonna be talking about how you can balance being multifaceted. Being multifaceted, there's not really any outline for it because it's really just being your authentic self. Like there's no manual to being multifaceted. You're either multifaceted or you're not. Which is ironic because this episode is called How to Be Multifaceted, but it's really just about embracing what you want to do and doing it when you want to do it and not just not procrastinating or worrying about other people's opinions, which is kind of alien to a lot of people. You see what I did there? 'Cause this dude is being so fucking annoying right now. Dude, what are you doing? I'm sorry guys if you hear him. I feel like I'm a very multifaceted person because literally I was just working at a law firm earlier today and now I look green and now I'm in my bed recording a podcast episode. You see how like different that is? Like those are not the same at all because at a law firm you have to be polished, professional, and it demands conformity while on the other hand, my creative side, it rewards that creativity. It rewards the chaos and the self-expression. And I know sometimes it could be really hard to move between these two things without losing yourself, but I feel like it's important to check in with yourself. It's important to journal. It's important to sit in silence sometimes. It's important to work out and just be with your body. I feel like that's really been helping me in seeing how my body changes. Oh, by the way, I'm losing weight. I don't know if you noticed. But yeah, just seeing how your body changes and seeing how your body moves and like what you need to do differently, things like that. Also reminding myself who the fuck I am and not allowing other people and their opinions to get to me and to change what I think about myself. Those are some things that have really helped me be authentic and continue to be multifaceted and be able to balance it and flow through it freely. Also, I really love astrology, and if you don't like astrology, that's fine. You can skip this part, like I always say. But I feel like looking into my zodiac chart and like all the houses and like which signs are in the houses And I don't know if you guys know about perfection years, but if you're interested, I recommend doing some research on them. I'm currently in my first house perfection year, which is in Aries, and I'm in Aries. So it's a lot. Like, I feel like I feel different. I definitely feel different compared to being 23 and being in my 12th house perfection year. And it's really interesting. Like, I feel like knowing your zodiac chart validates kind of what you've been battling and why you've been battling those certain problems, and why you have to go through certain things, and like why you react to things certain ways, and why you handle things how you handle them. It's really important to know yourself, and I feel like knowing your zodiac signs and your chart is very helpful with that. So if you're interested, I recommend looking into that. And not just looking at the freaking memes that you see on Instagram. Those are not accurate. Like, they're fun to look at, but they're not accurate, you guys. Like, that's just Western astrology. It's not accurate. It's just trying to get views and shares and followers. But it is fun. Just know not to take it to heart. Also, I feel like our world expects perfection, and I feel like, especially in America, society tries to push minimalism onto us. When, especially in religion, I feel like religion really pushes you being frugal and like not having a lot and just being minimalistic. And I am nowhere near minimalistic. Like, I want my room to be my tomb, and I want to fill my tomb with things that I love and memories that I am fond of. And I'm going to keep doing that. Like, I refuse to be a minimalistic person. I'm a maximalist to the max. I'm a maximalist to the max. And that's just who I am. I feel like we are on this earth to create and to make things and to experience things. And being a minimalist, I feel like, just kind of puts a strain on that. And I don't want to be strained to live, you know? I don't want to be strained to learn and live and experience. I feel like that's stupid. Like, work smarter, not harder, okay? Being a black woman, especially, I feel like we are put under constant pressure to choose a lane and stay in that certain lane. Like, we either can be the creative one, the smart one, the baddie, the therapist, the reliable one, when you can be all of those things. Like, you don't have to be just one of those things. Humans are such intricate and, what's the word I'm looking for? We're so complex. We're complex creatures, and we have so many varieties to us. Like, you can't just be one thing. It's literally impossible to just have one aspect of yourself, because we experience so many different things, and all of our personalities are so completely different. You can't just be one thing. Um and I feel like an unspoken rule with aesthetic as well is that you have to just have one aesthetic. You have to be goth, or you have to be Western, or you have to be whimsical, or you have to be spiritual. No, no. I like black. I like being comfortable. I like being a baddie sometimes. I like textures. I like leopard print. I'm going to combine it all and make my own aesthetic and make my own style. That's literally what this life shit is about: creating things for you, creating things unique to you, and putting them out there and expelling your creativity so other people can see it and create more things. And then someone else can see it and they create more. That is what life is about. And I feel like they are trying, I don't know who they is when I say this, but the system is trying to keep us in this little box. And that's why they're bringing AI into the equation, because AI is just recycling things that have already been created, and they're trying to get us to stop creating things and stop making things for some reason. I don't know. That's just how I feel, and I refuse to fall for it. Sometimes I do fall for the simulation, but I refuse to, like, stay down, you know? I refuse. I'm going to be myself. I'm going to be everything in one person. I'm Aaliyah, you're you. It is what it is. You don't have to be one person. You don't have to have only one side of you. speaking of not having to have one side of you, I wanted to talk about Women Who Run with the Wolves again, and how there's a story about the twin sisters and how women have dual natures inside of us. I feel like us as women, and men can have dual natures as well, but us as women especially, we have dual natures because we literally have a cycle, and our hormones literally make us act like a completely different person. So we, in itself, already have different parts of us, and you can try to silence it, but it will always be there in the background, and it will always be there waiting for you to express it. And I feel like learning to embrace this is so important, and it's so special because yes, you can be a professional lawyer, but you can also be a painter. Beyonce literally is on stage dancing and like singing all the time, but a lot of people don't know that she paints really good. And that's something she keeps private and she doesn't really share a lot. And that's how she balances her multifacetedness. You can be whoever you want to be. You can be professional, and you could be goofy, and you could be a baddie, and you could be ditzy. You could be so many different things. Like look at Elle Woods from Legally Blonde. She's literally like a ditzy, I like to wear pink and I have a dog in my purse girl, and she goes to fucking Harvard. Like, girl, there's so many representations of women out there that are representing that dual nature and representing that multifacetedness, and you just have to look for them. You just have to look for your role model and just follow in their footsteps and just be yourself and bloom, baby, bloom. Be crazy, be loopy, be goofy. Stop worrying about what other people think and be an alien. Aliens are outsiders, they don't fit in. So if you care about fitting in, you're already failing. And the reason why you never feel at home in any one role is because you have more than one. And the more you lean into your differences and your weirdness, the less you need approval from other people. Because those people just want you to be simple, because if you are something that they don't understand, that like short circuits their brain and they're confused by it. But if you find that crowd of people who are also embracing their authentic selves, they're going to embrace you and you're going to find your tribe within them. I wanted to bring up how my niece Azaria had posted this video on her Instagram about how one day she was walking in the airport and her backpack zipper just busts open. It falls off. Her backpack busts open. Her bra was on the floor. Her underwear was on the floor. Her toothbrush was on the floor. Everything was on the floor. And as she's just picking everything up, everybody in the airport is just walking past her. Like nobody's even caring. Nobody even stops to help her. Nobody even looks at her. They're just walking past, just continuing on their day. And that is moral of that story. She said, show your shit, post your shit, and be yourself. Because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna actually care. Like nobody actually gives a fuck. And once you realize that, it's just a lot easier. I also wanted to mention that having balance is a lie. It's about rhythm, because you could be 80% one thing and 20% another thing one day, and then it could flip flop the next day. Like, you don't have to follow this strict schedule and this strict balance. It's not like that. It's a flow. You have to reach flow state, and you just have to like some people. I do shit on a whim. Like I did this on a whim. I was not planning on doing this. I literally thought about doing it at work, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna do it. And so I did it. Here I am. Another thing I wanted to mention: be chalant. And me and my roommate were talking about this, and I was telling her how me and my friend were talking about how we're so chalant, and she was saying that my roommate was telling me that she thinks like sometimes I'm nonchalant, and that was such a big compliment, because that goes to show that I'm able to balance my multifacetedness. I'm able to be perceived as one thing when on the inside, I'm a storm all the time. Like I'm always constantly thinking. My mind is so deep and I have so much shit on my mind. And so the fact that on the outside you cannot tell and it just seems like I'm neutral and I'm just a cool avocado was really nice to know. Like it's really nice to know that because sometimes I'm like when I'm thinking and I'm in public, I'm like, "Oh my god, I'm so anxious." I have anxiety, you guys, but the fact that she couldn't tell was really nice, you know? It really made me feel like I overreact and like I'd be tripping sometimes because like nobody really gives a fuck and nobody really thinks that I'm as anxious as I feel, you know? And I also sometimes I just don't really give a fuck about allowing people who I'll never probably see again, allowing them to see my weird side. Like sometimes there's a time and a place for everything. Sometimes you have to be professional and you just have to learn how to play the game. Like it's not manipulation, it's more of just like knowing when to show a side of you and when not to show a certain side of you. I honestly thought this was going to be a longer episode, but obviously not. Um oh, let me do the I didn't even do the quote of the episode. The quote of the episode is the vibration of being who you are and doing what you love is magnetic. You will align everything you need in your life with that energy. So be who you are and do what you do. Do what you love. But yeah, at the end of the day, you're not scattered, you're not indecisive, and you're not too much. You're a constellation. And constellations don't need to choose one star to shine, they shine as a collection. And my baby, some people won't understand you because they were only born to be a star, and you were born to be a cluster of multiple stars. So go be graceful, go be gracious. I'll talk to you later. I love you. The app room is closed. Ooh, that was a nice hang up.